Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Ultiverse community call with Jamie, our co-founder today. It's glad to see everyone on this special occasion, especially next week. Everyone knows that we have our Metaverse demo day with Binance Lab. So today is, especially starting this community call before that very, very important event, and welcome everyone to get to learn more about Ultiverse, and also we would like to get to know more about what you think as well. And now I'm going to invite Jimmy to introduce yourself to everyone. Yeah, Jimmy's not new to the community because he's a electric sheep holder and also manager holder for a while, but he's new to the core team, right? Hello, Jimmy. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us about your journey from holder investor and then to be a core team member? Thank you.
I would like to thank you for the introduction. I guess I'm gonna just start the whole thing altogether. Things I've been on the Ultiverse live show several times. So, it's been a crazy journey. First of all, welcome all to our first community call in 2023. Thank you all for coming. I'm so happy to meet you for the first time. I know I may sound sleepy since it's 6 a.m. in the morning, but it's so great to have you all here. It has been a crazy year in 2022. Those big crashes had huge impacts on the entire market, as everyone of you have already aware. And Luna was bad, but FTX things was even worse. Also, COVID and other conflicts and tragedies around the world. But luckily, we're still here, pretty strong. And we never cease convinced that as long as we follow the fundamental principle to keep creating values to the communities could lead us further. So a little bit about myself. Before I joined Ultiverse, I'm an investor, both on Web 2 and Web 3. Actually, majority of my time was in Web 2. I started my journey in NFT last May. Actually, it's May on 2021. I became my first NFT. It's Boy Yapka, which is lucky enough. And then buying tons of NFT and sells tons of NFT until I met Frank around May, I think, before the meantime. There's the NFT NYC. We talk a lot about his vision and never expect I could actually come forward from an investor to one of the core team. Challenging, to be honest, but I can see the possibility, and we share the same mission. The mission of Ultiverse, first of all, a quick review, has never changed. Ultiverse aims to become the Web3 pioneer, to utilizing the MetaFight for the best technology we have available, both on Web 2 and Web 3. You all know we are building a social and immersive gaming metaverse. If we look back together on our roadmap as a whole together, we start the NFT electric sheep last June, and up to date we have 2,600 users. And then we launched the Ultiverse Live with almost 130k followers, 20 million likes today. The Meta Girlfriend, GF, have 8,450 users. And everything is actually all connected with the same purpose of attracting more users and building a bigger communities. And with one aligned goal as the sea residence of our upcoming Terminus city. So today, I would say this is more of a casual call between us and the communities. I will tell you a bit more about the upcoming data test, the alpha test actually, about Terminus City and Meta Girlfriend. And I will answer some questions around the communities. So first of all, are you ready to hear a little bit more about the Terminus?
Yes, of course.
I will try to if I can see some emojis from our Discord. So let me show you right here. Great. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched the movie Ready Player One before. Terminus, the ultimate goal of Terminus is the Ready Player One, and we integrate games and content with different cultural attributes on the platform. And you can have your own favorite cultural attributes asset on the platform to participate in social network freely, and you can create your own content. The assets are NFTs, right? And compare with the general games, because users own and have the financial attribution such as tradable, collectible, and appreciation. So that's the beauty of Web3, as you're all aware that. So the assets we have in the game will be manageable and has a greater room of appreciation if managed properly. The user can dress up the NFT to social to play games, and points and token in the lobby. You can see some of that function on our event next week. And the purpose behind Terminus, one of the things that excites us the most is ideally any Web2 or Web3 games can connect it into Terminus. Those famous games such as Assassin's Creed, Elden Ring, they can all be linked to us through our portal. Of course, only if they are willing to, right? Because they need to use our account system. But through this process, what we want is enable users to convert their Web2 games asset to NFTs. So potentially to trade inside the Terminus, so that user can have a P2M experience even if they are playing a Web2 game. And for those Web3 games and obviously also NFT communities, we can always convert their assets inside Terminus as their either avatars or something they own to trade, to continue the journey they have as NFT community members. Because I believe a lot of us, a lot of you like us, has already see our avatars as our own identities. Of course, I hope some of you prefer the electric ship. I can expect that's a favorite NFT, right? You have your different avatars. You also always one. You can always bring the avatars inside Terminus as your identity, no matter what NFT it is. So Ultiverse, we actually, as a company, we had built many 3A games before already, and we will continue to produce high quality 3A projects. So that our platform owns the game quality, we can manage the quality and to manage demand supply to make sure it's always balanced. And we also have the cooperation with other Web2 brands, of course, NFT communities. I think in the near future, you'll see more NFT communities across the entire Web3 join us in a different way, because we are very close to ready, and there is an obvious way through the cooperation to expand our influence, no matter through the IP or culture, bring more value to the game, so to bring more value to our holders, our users. You can imagine this is a place to play the role of a social interaction platform, right? We'll continue to launch social games to meet the different needs of different players. The reason we have poker as the first game, because that's being chosen by the communities. People will vote for it, right? And we will do that as well in the near future for the next game. And most importantly, our user can always upload their own works to sell on the platform. That's pretty much the general idea of Terminus. But I would love you to by yourself. So we open the avatars step by step. Some of our users will be able to to join the event on 16th. Actually, some of the times will be 15th. For me, it's January 15th evening. I can't wait to see you all inside. And so let me continue with the Meta Girlfriend. The web page will be launched at the end of January. It's ready, and just submit a test and fix. It will include, I think you see that from the Medium before. The general things will not change. Will include the training, the task, the gifts, and AI diagram. So the holder can interact with your own Moonlight. We define the Moonlight as a dynamic NFT. So the girlfriend's charm, characters, capabilities, and dress are all dynamic. The metadata will change as the players develop the girlfriend. Including the picture display on OpenSea. So I think it will be something like when you update it, for example, the hairs, clothes, and outfits, everything in general, will become a unique look, right? And once you decide that's a new look, you're able to sort of burn the old one in new, something like that. So the logic is at the beginning is all the same, but with your own ideas, your own training, and that will give you a new one. Then we upload it to the metadata. So you can, when you want to, so for example, I don't expect that happen, but I can help you to sell or send the girlfriend GF as a gift to other people. So the outfit will change as well. In that way, hopefully, the new skin and the decoration, you get a substantially differentiate and value from other people's NFT. So you will see an official announcement probably next week, or actually a few days later, about the exact time, function, and everything of MetaGF. But remember, it's always updatable. It's not ultimate version. If you have more thoughts of what you like, if more expectation, just do let us know, and we will try our best to update it to meet your the expectation of MetaGF. That's about it. Actually, the Terminus and MetaGF is something that I think I explained the most of what's going to happen next. I know there's more questions.
Yeah.
Shall we go through some questions, and then also we bring some of the community to join the stage to ask some questions?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, thank you so much, Jimmy, for giving us a broad picture of the Ultiverse MetaFi and also talking about different projects, and we have collected several questions from our Twitter post. We also select a lot of them, for Jimmy to answer today. So the first, maybe Jimmy, do you mind to tell us more about when will the alpha launch be, or do you want to talk about any other question? Like, you could feel free to let me know which one as well. Thank you.
Well, I mean, the alpha launch hopefully Q1. You see, we do a test. It's ready to play. It's just that ideally we want that the experiments can connect with the whole system, right? Because we have SOL token. That will have utility. You can always consume your so-called token inside the game. And also, the logic is just there's tons of very complicated logic inside the game. So whether you want a car, whether something you can use, is a lot of things to be done. But you can at least go there and look around, and start from the 16th of January on our demo days. And also we can play the poker. That's ready. So the alpha alpha launch hopefully will be Q1.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And next question is that, well, when will the bazaar launch? And also then, maybe how about some use cases for SO? Can you also let us know about that? Thank you.
Sorry, what's the question again?
So we are curious about when will the market, right, the bazaar be launched, and also, yeah, how could owning SOL token, yeah, SOUL, be more useful for our users as well.
All right. We're still developing the bracers right now, the marketplace, right? I think the purpose is for better experiments, and that including the functions such as develop and design the rewards and how to collect. It will be a major sort of a scenario people can consume inside Terminus. And most importantly, that's connected to the tokenomics. So it's not, we can just launch the marketplace, right? It's very easy to launch the marketplace, but because you can buy some weapons, such as, something you like, and it takes us more time and energy to complete blazers. So, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you don't need to worry about the value of SOL, and also, if in other words, the value of your staking. Your SOL is one of the key part of the whole Ultiverse ecosystem. There will be huge function in the future. But please give us more time, and you will see the huge function in the future. And things, so is special rewards from the ES holders as from the staking, right? So the value will not just show on blazers. So apart from our blazers, we'll start with some sort of an arcade. People can use their SOL to exchange some token to play the games, the mini games. And you can see the first game is what we call Ultiverse, and we are able to play this week. That's the first one as a social game. But in the future, people are able to use the SOL token to play all different games to earn your SOL token. You don't need to even enter into the portal, but just play inside the hall. We will not just develop game by ourselves, also cooperating with the other Web3 projects to play more these sort of mini games. The idea is that I think through the last years, we found that the users actually have a huge variety of preference. They like big games, right? But they sometimes also like to spend some casual time. They prefer not spend too many times on gaming. I guess that's one of the reasons that we use some very fundamental way to play games on Web3. So ideally, since we are not just a game, but also a social platform, we want to meet that needs, and people have more options here. Especially, I think the mini games is a great way to social with others, and it's more connect to reality, the real life. So that's about it for the SOL token.
Wow, that is great. Yes, indeed. And looking forward to the Audi Poker again. Oh my goodness, coming soon next week. And also, we are going to live streaming the event across different social media platforms. So we're going to go to our next question to Jimmy. What is the ultimate goal that Ultiverse pursues? And what made Ultiverse? Thank you.
The ultimate goal, as I mentioned at the beginning, is we hoping to create the Oasis in the Ready Player One in the movie, right? Because we are, well, at least for myself, a true believer of Web3, the whole concept of metaverse. I think that at the end of the day, the difference between reality and the game is different. So there's a quote I used yesterday: the reality is barely an illusion. It's how you spend your time. So I hope we create a platform, allow people to spend their time with quality, with the good rewards. And as Web3 residents, I think we all call ourselves a Web3 resident right now. The Oasis is an ideal scenario we are trying to build. And it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. But we are super exciting that the possibility that we might get there as a community. Because I think that I want to tell a little bit more about the logic behind the process. Everything we're doing right now is, as a game developer, it's easy to develop a game because we have our team used to develop games. But as a Web3 gaming platform, the gaming is just a small part. It's always about the participation, right? The ownership and participation. So I think the Ready Player One provides an ultimate sort of scenario you can imagine. Use your own imagination what you can do inside the Terminus city. And Terminus is just the first part. You see all this portal inside the Terminus, it can always connect to other worlds. So that will be next step. But today, this coming week, you can actually see from yourself. So we actually very encouraging our users to explore, to create something inside together with us. But of course, we will have some challenges, some missions, start from the easy one to some very tricky one. Hopefully, we'll have something like oysters in the Ready Player One.
Wow, that is so exciting. I'm looking forward to that. So, Terminus City has its own radio station. For example, like the Terminus FM that we have within our Discord server. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting question. For me, I enjoy your show tonight, but I think radio is something people prefer. Accessibility, right? Is still some people use some different software. They can just click and listen to the radio. But technically speaking, it's not hard for us to integrate the radio inside Terminus City. But it will be a more immersive game, more immersive way of listening to radio. But it does require extra steps. I guess we will run some tests and also maybe do some surveys. It's really about how the community is preferred. Do we still prefer the original way, using our mobile to just click to watch? Or we might have some people prefer the immersive way, so that we are not just an audience listen to radio, but you can feel there's a chance, there's a way we can interact with you, with our the FM host. So I think it depends. But we do have the plan to at least try it. Just we want to explore as much possibility inside Terminus as possible.
Wow, I like the idea that we could interact with each other, right? Because that would be more Web3 style. Thank you so much for sharing that. And friends, we're really, really looking forward to the opening of Terminus City. If you receive the invitations, congratulations. And if not, that's okay, because we will open it more often, and also we are going to live streaming next week's event on Binance Live, so no worries, you are going to be able to have a immersive feeling, right, while watching the streaming as well. And next question from our community is about some benefits. When will the land drops be? Thank you.
Yeah, the land drop, we will have land drop. I can tell you exactly why. Because it's just very easy to drop the land. I am a NFT collector, so I know what happened from last year at the other day, right? We have this land drop and it went to 8 Ethereum. It's just a matter of timing. And since we said we will have land and we will have land, it's just a timing. I have to integrate with the market and also the function we opened. Because believe me, I want the land ready more than anyone. But it's not about the technical issues, technical challenges. It's about the whole ecosystem we had. But this time, I want to invite more people, not just our users. We have a decent amount of users, but that's not enough. We want to invite everyone across the Web3 and communities to be part of the residence in Terminus under the Ultiverse platform. So at that time, when we have enough audience and participations, and the land will be launched to our holders, so that you understand the concept behind it is just that we want to invite more people inside so that the attention will bring more value to users. You can always use your land to build something by yourself, but we encourage to see more people to join this exploration together. The thing last year is the logic of Metaverse has been changed, to be honest. There's some good times, no matter Sandbox and decentralized and other stuff. But this year's things, we are different. We're totally different platform. I think we will find the right timing to make sure it's not just a great experiment, right? But also you'll find the whole ecosystem, the tokenomic things, hopefully is ready to bring more value to the land. So I can tell you there will be. I can't tell you exactly when will it be.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for answering those questions that we have been collected from our Ultiverse community. And also thank you everyone for posting your questions to our Twitter post. And we will expect to have this community call often. And also, in the future, if you see that we have this community call poster from our Twitter account, Twitter handles, be sure to mark the day, right, and come here.
We have a question from I am Jesse and asking about any idea about tokenomics. Yeah, so this tokenomic will always play a key part within the whole ecosystem. And we are trying to finish the last several pieces about the tokenomics. The general framework is ready. And again, it's a timing thing. The launches play a very important role, and we'll see how it goes. Some people will say, some projects will mention we might not, or we might have token. But for us, that we can assure you that will be, because that's very important to us.
That is great.
Do you have a guess right now?
Yeah, well, every time I see someone raise their hand and send invitation to bring them up to a stage, I don't know, for some reason they are just too shy and then decide not to join us, but that's okay.
We have a question from the Duck. I think he's probably from Korea. He asked us when Ultiverse release. So Ultiverse is actually a platform. We have a bunch of games on the Ultiverse. The Terminus is the first part we open to public, and you will see, hopefully, the alpha launch at the end of around quarter one. And there's Endless Loop, right? That's the next game. Also Dark Forest, the one afterwards. You see there's portals inside, and that's all connected to the different games.
Thank you so much, everyone, for asking questions. Feel free to sending more questions to our community manager or helpers, moderators, or post it to our chat channels, and then our manager will send the questions to us.
Okay. There's another one asking us, how does your project reassure users that their funds are protected? And how does your project deal with the trust and transparency? It's all on chain, so I think the solution will be a very fundamental way we provide the support. And probably this is a user not from the Web3 gaming, but it's on blockchain, so we will be able to see, you will be able to see all the transactions by yourself. Okay.
Nice.
So anyway, I think we will try our best to maybe in the future to host a multi-language community call so that people can speak their own language in a more easier way. We can answer the question with their own moment, because frankly speaking, our users across the globe, and I guess 80% of our users are from outside of English spoken language, not English native spoken countries. So I guess that's one of the reasons that we don't see many people on stage try to ask a question. Let's see if we can find a solution for that, right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and also our communication channels are always open for everyone to post your questions, and feel free to let us know if you wanted to know more about us.
All right. So again, thank you all for the support, your participation support to us, and we'll go back to work and we'll work hard. We'll continue to build, and thank you all for coming. I hope to see you more often in the near future across the different platforms.
Thank you, Jeannie, for spending time with us. Thank you all. Well, since this is the end of today's Kumiko,